Alright, let's check this problem out. Molly purchased 11/8 cups of strawberries. If she eats 2/8 cups per serving, how many servings does Molly have? Use a model to prove your answer. So for every story problem in this packet, and really all the time, so we read it, we're going to draw it, and you also need to write the problem. So what's the actual problem we're solving? 11/8 divided by 2/8. Now we draw. So let's see, we've got eighths, 1. And then since we have more than 8/8, we know we need 2. All right, and then how many eighths do we need? 11, okay. Okay, so I've got 11/8. And then we want to know how many 2/8 go into it. Okay, so there I've got 4 2/8, and then 5, and then uh-oh, I got this little guy left over. So I have 1/8 left over, but I wanted groups of 2/8. Okay, and then how many groups did I have? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer, 5.5. And I want to point out where that half came from is because this little guy left over, that's 1/8. 1/8 is half of 2/8. So, 5.5. All right, our next problem is going to be just a smidge different. Let's check it out. So now imagine that Xavier, Molly's friend, purchased 11/8 cups of strawberries. If he eats 3/4 cups of strawberries per serving, how many servings will he have? And of course, use a model. So first we're going to write out the problem. The problem we're being asked to solve, 11/8 divided by 3/4. How is this different from the problem that we just did on the other page? We have different denominators. We have eighths and we have fourths. The last problem, everything was in eighths. So what can we do to solve this issue? Well, we can change the fractions so they have the same denominator. So if I take 3/4, and if you do it to the bottom, you have to do it to the top. I can turn 3/4 into 6/8. They're different fractions, but they still mean the same thing. So now I have 11/8 divided by 6/8. So that'll be a little bit easier. All right. Now we've got our model. We need 2 bars because we have more than 1 cup of strawberries. There's some eighths. There's some more eighths. We need 11. So I have 11/8, but how many groups of 6/8 can I find? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 1 group. 1 group. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 5. Uh-oh. So I found 5, but I needed 6. And then I had 1 group. So 1 and 5/6. All right, I'm going to show you guys how to cheat on these problems, but you are still going to be required to use models to show your answers. So I'm going to show you the cheater way, and then I'm going to show you how you still need to draw it. So to find the quotient, we have 3/4 divided by 2/3. Well, 3/4 divided by 2/3 is the same as 3/4 multiplied by 3/2. See what I did? I took this guy and I flipped it. You only flip the second fraction. Now to multiply fractions, we just go across. 3 times 3 is 9. Then on the bottom, 4 times 2 is 8. So 9/8 or 1 1/8. All right, let's see if that jives with our model. So you can't really draw 3/4 divided by 2/3, so we need to turn everything into a fraction that matches. So that means their denominators match. So we're going to turn, let's see, we have 3/4. Let's see, let's go times 3 times 3. If you do it to the bottom, you have to do it to the top. 9/12. Now, just because you did it to 3/4 does not mean you have to do the same thing to 2/3. Don't get the bottom and top thing confused with the fractions themselves. So, I multiplied this fraction, the numerator and the denominator, by 3 to turn it into 9/12. I did not change the value of the fraction, just the way we're expressing it. But if I need to turn 2/3 into twelfths as well. What do I have to do to this 3, to these thirds, to turn them into twelfths? Multiply by 4. So now I have 8/12. So really, my problem has become 9/12 divided by 8/12. Okay, let's draw our model in twelfths. And then I'm starting with 9/12. So I have 9/12. How many groups of 8/12 can I pull out of here? Well, just one. So there's one group. So there's one 8/12. So I have 1. And then what do I do with my leftovers? Well, I have 1, but I have 1/12 there. But I wanted 8. And there we go. So you can use this cheat method here to find your answer, but you still need to prove it by showing your work with that model. All right, good luck.